Hello and welcome to Excel Fundamentals. Today we are going to learn how to make a pie chart and a line graph in Microsoft Excel. So I actually have here a previous example that we used. It was the credit card expense example that we used for averages. And now we're going to take this same exact data and we're going to make pie charts and line graphs out of it. So the first thing I'd like to do is understand that from my total credit card spending, what does it look like when I break it out into gas, dining, entertainment, groceries, and travel? So what I'm going to do is first get a total for each category. The way to do this is actually by using the sum function that we learned in a previous video. So to total everything up, I'm actually going to come here and insert a new row, right click and insert, and this new row is going to be my total for all of my categories. So I'll call it total, and like we did in our previous video, you can hit equals and sum, and then we're going to highlight all the cells in this category and hit enter. And now, like we learned in some previous videos, we're just going to drag this across and our formula will be copied across. So here are our sums for each category. Now I'm going to create a pie chart. To create your pie chart, you're going to highlight your categories and your values. Come up here to insert, click insert, and right here you've got a pie. So click the pie, and I'm just going to select a regular old 2D pie chart. And there you go. There's your pie chart, and it's color coded for all of your categories. Now you can have a lot of fun with this pie chart. So the first thing we'll do, let's make it look pretty. First thing we'll do, right click the pie chart and come over to add data labels. Boom, there you go. Now you can see all of your values. But let's say I don't necessarily want to see the numbers, so come back to format data labels, and instead of value, I'm going to click percent. So now it gives me the percent to total that each piece of the pie represents. You could in fact have both, so here is now value and percentage all in one, or you can have neither. You can take them off and go to category name. Now you just have the names of the categories. So this is pretty cool, and it's really up to you on just how you want to make your graph look. You can make it look however you like, and whatever information you have in the pie doesn't need to stay where it is right now. You could actually move it. See, there you go. So yeah, you could have a lot of fun and create really beautiful presentations with this pie chart tool. Now let's delete this, and now we're going to create a line graph. So for the line graph, I'm actually going to delete my total row. So I'm going to right click the whole row and click delete. Now for the ease of our eyes, I'm not going to highlight everything. I'll highlight 3 categories and these first 4 months. And again, you're going to come up to this insert tab, and this time you're going to come over to line. And just to start out, I'm going to start out with this first line graph here. And there you go. Now you can see how your spending has performed, how you've spent over this time series. And each category is color-coded, and here it is in your legend. But you know what? I'm not quite sure, based on the graph, exactly how much I spent in the month of January on dining. So what I'm going to do is come up here, Chart Tools, Layout, then over here under Labels, we're going to select Data Labels, and I'm going to say, show me the data labels. How about to the left of the data point? So now we could see the numbers and how much we spent at these periods. Now in this graph, everything's kind of cutting across each other, and the numbers right here, you can see they're like on top of each other, so it's kind of hard to view. One thing you could do is kind of try to stretch out your chart like this, but another thing you could do is actually you can change your chart type. So for a line graph, when you've got a lot of things on top of each other, a nice thing you can do is come to this second option and click the stacked line. Click your stacked line, hit OK, and now they're separated. So this series on the right is bigger, but now everything is separated, and you can see your data points really easily. Great for a presentation or something like that. And just depending on your preference, again, you can go to your chart type and you can choose markers. So stacked line with markers. And there you go. Now here's your legend, and everything is nice and even and it matches up. And there you have it. That was a really quick but simple way to create pie charts for categories and also create line graphs for categories over a period of time. So in this case, it was 4 months. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all for this lesson, and please keep an eye out for the next lesson. Thanks for watching.